Good morning from the West. I'm Cari Champion. David Lloyd, he's at the headquarters in Bristol, Connecticut. David, we had some surprises this weekend in football, but that's the way we want it. Before we get to that, though, developing news, if not breaking news, you have more on that. I have a question.
Yes, go. You there in the dress. What do you got?
No one could go get the hot dog for him. He had to go himself and get it. There's no one around.
I think the big part of the story is that he only takes relish on his dogs, right? You are, what do you do? Yeah, you're a ketchup girl?
Oh, listen, ketchup, relish, hot dog, obviously, mustard, bun, eating. All those things are done.
Okay.
What
mayonnaise?
about you?
How about mayonnaise?
Oh, David, come on.
I just had to throw that one in there. People get very dogmatic about their hot dogs.
Do you put mayonnaise on your?
No.
This
no,
relationship is over. Oh, okay. You don't?
Just mustard and relish, thanks. Maybe a little sauerkraut. Bristol than you do in Los Angeles.
Because you're at the headquarters.
Yes.
I'm looking over at our researcher. You're at the headquarters. Okay, so let's talk about this, David. Do you feel like Jose when you're standing next to me because I'm so tall?
Say that again. What was that?
Do you feel like Jose when you're standing next to me because I am so tall?
Yeah. Okay. I'm taller than Altuve, and you're not quite as tall as Embiid.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew, and I'm not quite as tall as Embiid. He's got a little bit on me. Meanwhile, speaking of Altuve, are you going to take us there, my friend?
Yes. Let's go to Aaron Boone, another one of our analysts. That's it.
Can I ask you a question? How many times have you had such a painfully awkward interview, or you build up this wonderful question, and they're like, nah, I'm good.
Once he starts cracking his neck left and right, you know the question's not really resonating with him. But that was not much of an answer.
It's a big deal. He was like, that stat, went on to say, stats are, no, that's for y'all. That's for y'all. That's how I feel about stats. David, those stats are for y'all.
Yeah. Didn't you once have an interesting interview with somebody that didn't go so well?
I did, and do you remember when Kawhi was on, and
Yes.
I asked him how many times he smiled? And it was pretty much and he was like, I don't really count. And I was like, oh, okay. I was trying to, sometimes my humor, it just falls flat, David. So you've experienced this. He's calling his wife.
Call everybody. I mean,
yeah.
Did you see that? I just gave an NBA player a neck massage.
Did you see me? Did you see me? Sit here, David. Let me just see it. David Lloyd is on the show right now, guys. Did you see it? I'm just calling some people. You don't have my time? Are they telling you to move on? You're mighty quiet.
Take a guess. Take a guess. What's going on?
They're talking in your ear.
Yes.
That's Fonseca. Something special. Go ahead, David. What do we got next?
Let me see what.
I don't believe that. But meanwhile, LeVar Ball has removed his son, LiAngelo Ball, from UCLA. This after LiAngelo and two other UCLA basketball players were detained in China for shoplifting and then indefinitely suspended by the university. They were not allowed to suit up or travel with the team. LeVar Ball clearly not happy with his son's punishment. Take a listen. So when LeBron was ejected from a game for the very first time in his 15-year career, most folks wanted to know who was that ref that dared kick out the king. Well, his name is Kane Fitzgerald, and Kane, as I like to call him, has started a national conversation. Do stars in the league get special treatment? Well, the answer is yes, of course they do. But the real question is, how often? Our Chris Conley takes a look. So much of the discussion of next year's NFL draft has centered on the quarterbacks. But what about the guys who make the plays for the quarterbacks? In today's edition of the M3 Draft Classified, Mel Kiper, Todd McShay, they discuss the top playmakers and the teams they can help. Super featherweight champ Vasily Lomachenko is a two-time Olympic gold medalist from the Ukraine and considered by some a phenom. His unique style and technique has made him a standout as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And while his resume is strong, he's still battling to break into the mainstream, if you will. Our very own Teddy Atlas sat down with him to talk about his career and his dream of becoming the new face of boxing. Good old Vasily Lomachenko, just like Giannis Antetokounmpo, all my good friends. Meanwhile, coming up on Coast to Coast, this will be easier to say, or actually it'll be more difficult to say. We're saying goodbye to Herm, the coach. He's leaving Bristol. He's going to Arizona. We miss him already. Stay tuned.
One of the great guys. We're going to miss you, Herman Edwards. We are going to miss you. Go get him.
Herman, I love you. You almost got me crying there. I will miss you, but I'll come and visit you. You are a wonderful man. Thank you for having all the time with us.